Hello everyone and welcome to my first ever anime what if fan theory, whatever you want to call it. Doesn't really have a name yet. Uh Then we're gonna be talking about what if Deku, the main character in My Hero Academia, wasn't born a quirkless sack of meat and actually had the quirk we gave him in my last video, which came out like 21 days ago. If you have the time, please like and subscribe. Very much helps me out. Izuku Midoriya is born with essentially a fire Mario Ball quirk. I'll probably come up with a better name later, but that doesn't really matter now. His quirk basically works by generating fireballs. His limit is 3 right now, to a size of 12 inches in diameter around a 10-meter radius, which I think is a pretty decent quirk.
Awesome! You're so lucky! Yeah!
Bakugo's quirk is revealed, such as in canon. The next day, Deku will go to the hospital due to a high temperature, which is thought to be a fever. His mom takes him, obviously, as in canon as well. The doctor would ask his mother all about their parents' quirk and would urge them to take responsibility so when they get home, Deku's quirk, which is potentially fire related, can have a smooth transition into his life. Once he goes back to school, he follows Gachun into the woods, as in canon as well, but two fireballs appear around him. Very small, only about like 3 inches. This drains his stamina, and he's urged to go back into the school, into the nurse's office. He falls onto the ground, extremely exhausted, and one of the fireballs falls onto one of the chairs and just completely lights it ablaze. The fire begins to spread a bit, and as Deku is just lying on the ground, basically lifelessly, the fire is extinguished and his quirk is put in a very bad light for being really dangerous. It's definitely not a low level quirk, and it would be put up with Gachan and a lot of the pro heroes as being quirks that have to be regulated. Gachan would finally have something that kind of grounds him, as there is someone else in the 0.1% with him, and they would definitely be much more of rivals. Deku would be much more prideful in his own ability, but still be kind of a shy nerd opposed to Gachan's very loud personality. There would definitely be much of a friend relationship compared to the bullying Deku had in the canon. Deku would, of course, still be a bloody nerd. That doesn't have to change. And the sludge villain would definitely still happen. Deku would probably still take the same shortcut and head Gachan. And he does not have a single chance of winning this fight, in my opinion. So Deku is caught off guard by the sludge villain. He's isolated, no pro heroes around at the moment. But after about a few seconds, All Might arrives at the scene. But he watches, basically. He wants to know how good the next generation of quirks is compared to his own, so that he can kind of get a view on how good they are. Deku sends his full power at the villain, but as he is now being consumed, since he can't really keep up with the stamina drain of his quirk, All Might approaches and one-shots the villain, completely overpowering him. Deku is in awe inspired by All Might as usual, and All Might assures him that he will take full responsibility for the fire damage. Deku would probably still push himself very far, even if it was less of a period of time than it was in the main story, because he worked out during school for the One For All quirk. I believe he would still push himself to the extreme that he can, all of summer included, with Gachan for the UA entrance exams. They both know they have the quirks to make it, they just want more experience. And a quick side note here, they would still very much be antithesis and rivals to each other. Gachon is very much brute strength and close range, while Deku would still be shy, compassionate, a bit more self-assured, but they're still trying to bridge that gap where they'll be much more like each other. Thank you for sticking to the end of the video. Greatly appreciate it, honestly. Thank you for the support. We're about to reach 100 subs. I can't talk. 1 year anniversary. That's actually insane. I'm gonna be making a 1 year anniversary video. So subscribe if you want to know more about me. Cheers, fellas.